Welcome back to this edition of Kale's Quick Hits, Fam Gap. All right, so this edition I'll be sharing some home and personal updates, along with the woke candy that we now have, followed up with just what is going on with the Air Force, okay? First off, I want to say thank you for all the well-wishers, wishing me prayers and everything. I lost my nephew a week and a half ago due to COVID. I just want to talk about some of the lowlights of what happened. He was admitted to the hospital in late November with COVID. We just recently thought, about 3 weeks ago, we thought he was getting better. He was actually texting, but then things started to go south with the situation. And then a little bit later, they put a trach and a breathing tube in, and then he was on a ventilator, and then later on he was gone. So, I guess the biggest thing that I would like to know from this hospital and their success rate on COVID was coming out of the ICU was 5. 5 during the whole 2 years of this thing going on, okay? 5 years. I mean, you had 5 patients making out in this hospital. That was it. So I have a question for you, and please comment below on this. And to everyone out there, I mean, do you really? And I mean, I'll hear from doctors and nurses as well too, okay? Do you really trust hospitals right now with the current protocols that they have in place? I mean, do you? I want to hear from you, okay? Please let me know. If you have something, comment on it, or if you do know something, comment with me, and I may have you on the next episode. All right. Now let's move on to some international news. The conflict we have with the Russia-Ukraine going on. I really don't want to talk about the posturing by the United States and the NATO or the what he or said on the phone or what our president said on the phone, and but I do want to talk about how it comes home to the United States. Okay, I have a daughter, and so at school, she has a few friends, and some of these friends are Russian, and some of these friends are Ukraine, I think Slovenia as well, too. So, there really is a disruption right now with them. And I know it's probably, their parents choose sides and stuff, and they say, oh, no, Putin's doing a good job, or, oh, no, the Ukraine, are the ones we want to back, and I mean, but I just want to say that it really, really does hit home, and it does affect the people here as well too. So her group, and please, all right, so I can only know what some of you are thinking with this. Her group is also known as the Russian Mafia. Okay. Now, everybody, okay, when they went to school, they have their cliques, and I can only imagine the reason for the name, but I have no affiliation, okay, to Russia, nor does my daughter, all right? It's, of course, just pure coincidence that my initials are KGB, okay? No? Okay, but I know, again, it hits home for these girls, and, they are probably taking the sides of their family members and things like that. And, even some of the things I've heard about is they're isolating one or the other or alienating a friend at school. But please, I want you all to bear this in mind. And if you're having some type of thing like that within your family and things and such, or even at school that they're having, just be respectful to the difference of opinions. Listen, okay? But it's not, folks, it's not worth losing friends over something that's 6,000 miles away and you don't have any control over. Okay? It's just not. All right. So let's move on now to the woke candy topic. All right. This one was great. Okay. So the M&M's new slogan, one for all and all for fun, with a new group. Okay. You know, right here, the new M&M's Friends. The new M&M makeover is supposed to show progress. Hence these words, if you go to their website, progressive and inclusive are in their URL. All right. So these are some of the changes that they're going to be making along the way. The changes include brown M&M no longer has to wear high heels, while green can put away her go-go boots for a pair of cool laid-back sneakers to reflect her effortless confidence. Effortless confidence? She already had confidence. She's in go-go boots, all right? I mean, dancing around. So, to further add to this joyous occasion, both green and brown are no longer rivals, working together to throw shine, not shade, at each other, working together as a force supporting women. Really. They're candy. They're candy, okay? All right? So, Red M&M packed away his bullying ways and is now going to be kind, all right? But my favorite of all, while Orange M&M, who has anxiety issues, is going to embrace his true self, worries and all. Are you serious? We're talking about candy here, okay? I mean, first off, sometimes you need someone to kick you in the ass, okay? And maybe for Orange, all right, get over some of the things, all right, and walk in a puddle of mud. All right, so I really love Orange. He's one of my favorites, and I understand, you know, he has problems. We all know this. His shoes are untied. He has nervousness towards everything. But you look at his makeup, people, okay? Let's look at his makeup. He's crispy. He's crispy. He's got holes in his brain, all right? I mean, come on. He doesn't function like any of the other ones anyways, all right? Oh, jeez. All right, Orange, love you. All right. But as we get through this craziness and this wokeness of all these M&M things, I really especially like the Babylon Bee's take on this. They have actually found a purple trans M&M who mostly identifies as a Skittle. See, there he is right there. Or I'm sorry, I did a pronoun. There, purple is. All right, but again, so this is my favorite right here. Let's pull this one up. But the Pierre Resistance goes to Tina Toon of gurgraphics.com. I don't have a problem giving a shout out to that for this rendering of the new woke M&Ms. Now this is the real woke M&Ms, okay? You can see all of them chasing after the white M&M with sayings like white chocolate privilege and destroy patriarchy, you know, and melt bigot. All while the red M&M shows his true colors as a Marxist. Really? Okay. Look, the bottom line, M&M's Mars, just stick to making candy and fire that PR director, all right? So, now this finally gets into my last talking point, and we have to go back once again to the Air Force. This time, there was an article that was leaked. It was in Tax and Purposes, but the photos first appeared to be linked from Air Force Airman NCO, Senior NCO Facebook page. By the way, I love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. If you have the information, you get it from the Pentagon or get it from people who sneak in and everything, just keep doing what you're doing. Doing a great job. The photos leaked showed new coveralls for those dirty jobs such as fuels, firefighting, munitions, maintenance, and back shops in the Air Force. But this time, you get to stay in those grubby coveralls while you go about your everyday life. So these leaked PowerPoint slides show the coveralls in their janitor gray, not my words, this was the story's words, okay, color in the article. I do recall, though, one janitor who wore them with pride. It's none other than the janitor from Scrubs, also known as Janitor. But here's what I think of these Yahoo lookalikes. Roll the tape. All right, folks, that's only a joke, okay? We all know garbage men have a pretty hard job, all right? And to my maintainer brethren, we all can take a joke, okay, on this, all right? But as I further continue in this story, according to this article, this will allow airmen to wear maintenance duty uniforms, or MDUs, not coveralls, going to and from work, visiting locations off-base short convenience shops, or even eating at a restaurant. Ah, yes. Because I want to sit next to someone who smells like a quart of Pennzoil hydraulic fluid or JPA. Hey, anybody got a match? So, the comments, you have to, if you're able to, you have to go to the comments of Airmen, NCO, Senior NCO Facebook page, all right? I mean, it's quite entertaining. Here's one of them. If I were to puke and make that color into an MDU, that would be it. and there's plenty of other ones. So here's my final question on this. It came out January 16th, or there was a briefing for this, and I guess this is the final go-ahead. Apparently it's 6 months late anyways, probably due to COVID or something like that. Here's my question, Air Force. Why? Why? Why do we need them? I mean, there's a reason for coveralls at the job site. To put them on for dirty jobs. When they're soiled, you don't keep them on the drive home. You change them out to wash, or if they aren't as dirty, you can wear them the next day. Okay? But not to frolic around base or to go get a cup of coffee. I mean, you get a cup of coffee over in the break room, but I mean, you don't go across the street, okay, to grab something at the NCO club or anything. I mean, you take your coveralls off. So, one final quote on this, and this is from Task and Purpose. One final quote. This person says, "Making it an official uniform for maintenance is great." Because we will save time for folks if they're allowed to wear them to and from work. One former C-130 transport plane crew chief told Task and Purpose, "I guarantee you it was someone who never worked the flight line, never worked a dirty job in his or her life, or it's an officer." Okay? That's it for today. And remember, wisdom isn't the words you read, it's the actions you take and the knowledge you reciprocate. See you next time.